City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits here in Houston, Texas. Today, a fun matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the 49ers. These guys hoping to get back to 500 with win number 4 here. His counterpart on the opposing sideline, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. All right, puncher Thomas Morstead has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And we're underway in Houston. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. Expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Let's go for Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Try to throw on 1st down. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And this is headed the wrong way. They'll lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He's looking underneath here for Chubb. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
At the 49-yard line.
They give inside to Chubb. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. Their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49ers.
Chubb running out of the gun. Has some space inside the 15. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Let's go for Texans. 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They are running from the gun with Chubb. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Isaac Garindo to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Off the play fake, Purdy bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
2nd and 3 now. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it. Now they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
There's a counter give to Chubb. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now, first round. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing this back in the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 58.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
And he'll be written to the line to limit the game to a yard. Jalen Petrie there on the side.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 50-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
And the 49er first down.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
From the gun is Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chain! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Throwing for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
It's third down.
On third and short, McCaffrey. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
M.J. Stewart in on the tackle. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rolling out to his left.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape. It was a good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And it's incomplete. So that's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. They already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline this penalty. Chubb gets this from the pistol. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on second.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. The left side, caught by Higgins. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 80 yards. And the Texans first down.
On the plate, right?
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. This one's caught. to the 2 before the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. C.J. Stroud the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Texans 14. 49ers nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
The kickoff for Houston.
A window to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. San Francisco to the line. He's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Trying again following the sack. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. On 4th down, the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Stroud completes it quick. He takes a hop, and the ball comes out. And that's 49ers football. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
16 yards. And the 49ers 1st down.
Now Purdy. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, way too much risk without reward.
And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They stick with McCaffrey. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in NRG. The 49ers with a big decision upcoming. Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. Purdy to throw it. It'll mix the catch. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or I think the 31. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st down, San Francisco.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line either. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now it's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
And the 49ers first down.
From the red zone now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because if you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 39. Throwing for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We are into Week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is George Pickens. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. This is going to be a 41-yard touchdown. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Alec Pierce. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Colts win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the 2nd-year man, Spencer Rattler. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Saints get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Baron has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
The window to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. First down run, now he's in 5, now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On the gun is Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Hit the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Gain of 31 yards. First down, San Francisco.
First down throw by Purdy. Dumps it off to his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, Don. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Samuel Jr. on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and goal from the 9 here.
At the 9-yard line.
And he could have a free play here. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, but that's going to cost him. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tighten up here for 2nd and goal. He's got it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and you just did.
He's not going to get there. Doesn't make the end zone. That's short. They're going to turn it over as 4th and goal fails. They begin the drive with Chubb. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. He's brought down, and that was close, Bronk. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They've got first down from the 31. And as they get set, partner, I'd imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this round, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they get about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
And it's third down.
A run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
First down, 49ers.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Here's McCaffrey. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
He's sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's fourth down.
So early movement, not at the line, but out wide this time. And this is going to draw the flag.
Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. They'll run here following the penalty. A lot of grass ahead. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. This is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the third. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5. Making this a 5-point ball game. They kick it off. Set to return. This is Braxton Berrios. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Texans with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And they come back out to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
Yeah, it's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Chubb running out of the gun. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Jay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Complete to Chubb. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That's good for the Houston Texans.
Going again. It's Stroud. They did it. He made the interception. That's Diablo Lenore. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
George Kittle. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Purdy to throw it. Brought in right side by Moore. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now a give, McCaffrey. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but it was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You're nearly back. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Buying some time left. Throwing on the run. Deep down that left. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one does not go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just fine.
Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this 2-point try.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point
He's throwing for it! And this is caught, so a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Texans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve. Put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Stroud. Hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Stroud off the play fake. Taken in by Kirk right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 36. The left side, caught by Higgins. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, Stroud. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
On the quick, right?
They'll run the draw with Chubb. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. This is Pierce. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
a chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
The score, Texans 21, 49ers 17.
Has it all set up for the kickoff. Ringo to return it. Jukes out a one-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. 49ers needing 4 points. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Here he is to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. They're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
To throw. Kittle makes the catch. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Sending it to pass. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 2nd down, Robinson. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey, and he will score and give the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. All lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now come the Texans on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First down throw by Stroud. He's looking underneath here for Chubb. And he's brought down at the line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
25-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Searches from the pocket. It's dumped off to Chubb. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. All on the 45, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete to Chubb. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
49ers 49-yard line.
Here he goes, one final shot. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.